Today we are going to test the EMAS 7 Prime variant. Okay. As you can see, when you unlock it, the door handle will automatically goes out. So here's the interior. Alright, now guys, I'm in the Proton EMAS 7 Prime Lexus LBX or Lexus 3号车牌. Okay. This has around 215 horsepower and 300 plus Newton meters of torque, and is front wheel driven. So right now I'm near Cheras area. Let's go for a test drive. Now there's a corner in front. Let's take the first corner at around 55 kilometers per hour, and you have some undulations. Okay, I have a bit of comment regarding to the handling of this car. I think this is one of the EV that has a very good handling compared to the China's EV competitors, because Proton engineer actually tuned the EMAS 7 in terms of the suspension system to suit Malaysian road. So the EMAS 7 has actually less roly-poly feel compared to the China's competitors. And the steering wheel right here, you have a power steering assist. When you off it, you can actually choose between comfort, standard and sport. Right now I'm in sport mode. Basically the steering wheel will be a little bit more firmer, but by no means it is heavy. It is still in a very lightweight form, but it gives you slightly more feedback compared to standard and comfort. Now in terms of the drivetrain drive mode, this EMAS 7 has 3 drive mode: Eco, Comfort and Sport. And right now I'm in Comfort mode, and I step a little bit more, the torque is very instant. So I think under daily circumstances, Comfort mode is the mode to go for. And later on we will have a bit of uphill. I will try out the Sport modes. Now we are in a cornering at about 40. The suspension actually handles the corner pretty well, which is very impressive, because EV cars are generally very heavy. So a good suspension means it will hold the car pretty well. Now there's a bit of uphill road. I step a little bit more. Under Sport mode, the throttle response is much more immediate and much more aggressive. Now there's a bump right here. Let's go through the bump at about 30. Now like usual EV, because it is heavy and the center of gravity is very low, so when you go through those bumps, the car will actually bounce back very apparent. But in the EMAS 7, surprisingly, when you're going through this type of bump in Taman, the suspension actually absorbs it pretty well. It doesn't feel jarring. It is a comfortable kind of ride, something like a ICE vehicle kind of suspension feel. I think Proton engineer actually did a good job in terms of tune the suspension to suit Malaysian road condition. Even we are in this type of speed ramps, you basically have little to no feeling. Front and rear for the suspension for the EMAS 7 is McPherson strut at the front, multi-link at the rear. It is basically similar to what the X70 is, because X70 are also using front McPherson struts. Rear is using multi-link. This is a very typical C segment SUV kind of pairing. And the steering wheel curve is very nice to the whole, although you can see that the shape is rather interesting. It's not the usual steering wheel design that you can see in any other EV. Just now the beep is actually the speed limit, because the EMAS 7 camera also will capture the speed limit on the road. And the radar right here, the camera are also showing the vehicle in front of you. Signal and wiper is mounted on the left side. Brake feel, you can choose to have comfort brake pedal feel or sports. Right now I'm in comfort. It's a progressive type of brakes. Now we are exiting the junction. This is the beauty of an EV, because it has instant torque, so you can actually exit the junction very immediately. So we are now taking a U-turn. Let us see the turning radius of the EMAS 7 Prime. The steering wheel is very lightweight, so it's very easy to steer with, which I really like. So now let's turn in. Alright, now let us demonstrate the reverse parking for this car. Now, to put into reverse, locate a gear lever on the right side of the steering wheel. And right now it will show the reverse cam as well as the 360 cam. It's very easy to judge because it has the active guidance signs. So you can move back to your parking spot very easily. Alright, this marks my driving review for this EMAS 7 Prime. Cheers.